to questers of Yalpelor.
Buster.
Indeed.
Second verse, same as the first.
Encore.
Thank you so much for that beautiful opening theme for Questers of Yalpelor. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Questers of Yalpelor is a weekly online improvised adventure game comedy show. My name is Itamar. I am your host and game master, and I've gathered 4 hilarious improvisers and actors from all over the world to travel through the lands of Yalpelor with me. We have Matt, playing Grubble and Esquire, a quarterling bubblemancer desperately seeking to reclaim his family fortune. We have Jada playing Triss, a nebulous summoning who has only recently gained sentience, now gleefully exploring life in Yalpelor with their new friends. We have Talia playing Aklis Darkmoor, traveling Death Knight with an ancestral sword and lots of family history. And we have Trent playing Dirt Hotbelly. His father is an angel, his mother is a volcano, and he's 100% half Rock Buddy. These players are here not just to play their characters. Part of the fun for me is to ask them to invent and flesh out details in the game world, play other characters, segue into unexpected scenes, and all in all, make my job as Game Master more interesting and chaotic than it ought to be. We're playing Macchiato Monsters, which is an old school game in the style of Dungeons & Dragons. We are using graphics by Shani Grimm. The beautiful character art right here next to me is by Shani Grimm. Go to Shani Grimm in Instagram. The link to her profile is in the Twitch channel description and in the YouTube video description. You can look at her art and commission more of it for yourself. And music is by tabletopaudio.com. And we are now ready for a word from our sponsor. Hit it.
Today's episode is brought to you by paint fumes. Are you in a room that you're renovating with no ventilation that you recently painted? Get yourself paint fumes. You may or may not have a better time.
We do not suggest that you get high from this program, but should you, we wish you good luck.
We
Do not
sponsored it.
Do not operate heavy machinery while using our sponsor.
Side effects may include lightheadedness.
Side effects might include big
Laughter.
glasses and a wide
Hallucinations.
smile.
All right. Thank you very much, Paint Fumes. And we will be ready to begin in just a second. Last episode, our heroes completed their mission that they got from a druid named Molly to clear or to investigate a crash site that turned out to be a vessel from the future. The only survivor was a soldier named Julian. You rescued him. You heard a little bit of his story. You spoke some Shorb, and then you took him out of the ship and into the forest, where you spent the night together at a camp. You slept.
Not like in a sexy way.
I know. I mean,
nice.
it was just the way it sounded.
I mean,
I was
some-
like,
Yes.
did we miss an episode? Can we like add in the episode?
Oh yeah, that's for our Patreon supporters.
Patreon supporters.
Yes, exclusive.
And Triss is also
Spends the
fully aware.
night with Julian.
And Triss is
Exclusive.
fully unaware of all of the sexy times because they were just chilling with the horse.
Yalpelor fans.
Lonely fans, have you ever wanted to support some sexy after hours Yalpeloring?
I need this fanfic.
You keep saying that. Make it happen.
Like, well,
Strategically
there's no
placed
time for a
moth.
slow burn, I guess.
Oh, strategic smut, please, friends.
Strategically placed moss will be removed.
The end of the session was when you went to sleep at night, and that is
Except
where. Sorry.
Except Triss.
Except Triss, of course, going to sleep in the symbolic sense, whatever all of you do at night when you rest, and the this episode will begin when you're already after you've woken up and said goodbye to Drillium. Unless anyone has anything else to say to him, he says thank you again. In the morning when he wakes up, he feels refreshed, and he walks away towards the west to Emag, where supposedly there is a large city that you told him about. You know where it is. He's going to look for it until he finds someone that he can talk to. That's basically the end of your meeting with him. You're there. It's the four of you plus Marigold and Wilk. So you can.
Wilk is still here, Jesus.
Wilk is still there. Yeah.
Clearly, we all care so much about Wilk.
Yeah.
Our very one-dimensional, just follower, almost human. Like almost looks human, but like like someone was told what a human looked like and described them, but kind of forgot little imperfections or things that would make them actually be human.
That is a valid interpretation, definitely. Yeah, that is a pretty accurate description of what she looks like. She definitely is still there. Yeah. And as far as she's concerned, she's going to follow you because she's convinced that you're the most interesting people around, and if she follows you, she's gonna get right into the action because that's where she wants to be. So,
I mean, to be fair, Itamar, she came out of a coma. We are the most interesting people she's found.
and yeah, at least she claims that she's new. She hasn't been around. She hasn't seen a lot. So yeah.
And
So
she claims.
Exactly.
what?
Insight check.
Yeah,
Can
right.
I insight check her?
Can we insight check the game master?
You've done so a couple of times, but what did you ask about exactly, Talia?
I just wanna see if she's acting shifty or like in a suspicious manner or like she's hiding something.
So she already said weird things. The first episode you met her after you defeated the beast that was about to take her back to the lair and eat her. So there was some suspicion back then and some roles, and you got answers that as far as you're concerned, she is honest when she says that she's a messenger
Right, but
from
we
the
know her
gods.
better now.
You do. I think you should be able to act on your own perception now and not rely on roles at this point. I'll remind you some weird things
But
happened
use
with
my
her.
real brain.
Yeah.
What is the thing you say lives between my something up here?
Something that Triss doesn't have.
Yeah, to be fair, Triss has no brains. Triss is a summoning. Triss is made up of the world.
Very romantic. And with this, I will ask you, is there anything you want to talk about or do before you get up and start walking back to your rendezvous point with Molly?
Yeah, I'd like to just sort of check around because it's been a night since we got the rocket ship, as it was called, to have like reduced power, and I wanted to see if the forest is a little bit more normal because this was the mission we were sent to do, and I kind of hope we've done something positive. I just thought I'd have a quick check, see if it's any different in the morning.
How about you make an intelligence roll?
With advantage because he's intelligent.
Well, I've made the roll. It was a 6.
Let's make sure we see the rolls as they're being made. And yeah, a 6 is good. Good thing you didn't have disadvantage on that. But a 6 is going to be a success. And that means that, yes, you do notice some things different. Mainly the sounds of the animals around you are more muted and subdued. You've kind of, from all of your adventures up till now, you've kind of started being able to notice the signs of order around you, and you definitely feel order is more present here than it was yesterday when you just arrived. Yeah.
2 things. One, do we hear any bear owls? And secondly, if we've woken up after another night of sleep, do I regain a point of constitution?
Yes, you regain 1 point back in your abilities, the ones that are damaged, and 1 hit die. of hit points
Right.
if you're missing any hit points.
So, because Triss had so much excitement the day before, whether it was eating of certain magical implements or touching a lot of buttons and just generally seeing gremlins for the first time, having good conversations with miracles, would it be safe to say that they've regained their abilities in lieu of sleep?
Sure, you definitely regain your abilities. You got a night's not sleep, but rest, and that does regain all of your abilities. Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
a night of not sleep is.
Before I'm with you, Dirt, in answer to your question, Grubble, no bear owl sounds, but you do hear the distant growl, hool of the owl bear.
Groot is good.
A completely different animal, the owl bear.
Oh, the owl bear. Okay.
Yeah. So you hear it from the distance.
It's probably safe to say that Triss was listening to it and trying to like make baby owl bear noises. all
You've
night
had some practice in the night.
for the shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
To be prepared, because the bear owl was so exciting. Like to meet an owl bear.
Right. Dirt, yeah, hit it.
So since I lost my bolas, I'm gonna search around to try to replicate that weapon with some of the stuff that I have and whatever I can find.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, based on however I roll, I'd like to replicate some kind of a weapon of equal effectiveness. It doesn't have to be anything like a bolas, but I would like it to have the same amount of damage, which was a d4. If I do well.
So I'm not sure if that's something that I want to just let you do. Just roll dice and see if you can create weapons. It's a good question because you're not specifically crafty. You have ways to craft, which is with your lava, with your spells.
Look, my lava is like a hot glue gun. I just kind of carry it with me and I can tinker.
I mean, what if
Right.
one of us could help? Like, what if Triss could, I don't know, like waft air to help you shape it, so you could almost like craft something out of your lava?
First of all, let's start with the fact that just throwing rocks can do 1d4 damage. It's
If we
not going
made
to be.
you like a lava
Okay,
beast.
I'll just pocket a bunch of rocks.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be as useful as Ebola because Ebola can wrap around and trip people, right? So it's not going to be that, but it can just do damage. That's
So, I mean, okay, if I could pick up a rock, and if I have darkberry bush vines, could I not, like, tie them together and try to fashion it into some kind of a thing?
well. You know what? Yeah, I'll allow it. Triss, anything you want to ask?
What if he used the lava to melt like stones or even to kind of shape and melt lava? So basically, what if you could make frisbees?
What?
You could like frisbee, like you could just take off, like you could frisbee properly, like instead of a rock. You
Oh,
could
like Xena's
frisbee
thing.
golf. Yeah,
All right, that's what's it called? A
I
chakram?
wonder if my halo could be
Chakram.
used for that.
Chakram.
not a what is it? Shoot! I used to do this track and field.
Discus?
Discus. Let's make you some disci. Discuses.
You used to throw this guy? Discuses?
I feel like
guy.
the Greek Olympics are rolling in their graves or something. But
We
seriously,
gotta do something with this guy over here.
yeah. This guy, I barely know her.
Okay, all right. So we've spiraled back into our starting point. What do you do? Let's roll and keep going. What are you
Let's
creating?
pack up and head
Yeah, I mean,
back into
just
Orderly Forest.
I want to pick up some rocks and take some of my darkberry bush vines and try to fashion together something similar to a bolas. And I guess that would be dexterity, unless you let me do
it's a dexterity roll. Yeah.
Can I give advantage? I want to support Dirt. I'm gonna just. Triss is like there, like, you can do it, Dirt. You can do it.
Yes.
It's about just out of curiosity. What's
You
the
can give
opposite of
advantage.
assist?
Wait. You can give advantage, which is critical in this situation, apparently, because Dirt just rolled, and with advantage, he succeeds, and without it, he doesn't. So
I
it's-
definitely did, even if that means pushing that chaos meter. But mostly I did it because I feel like Dirt deserves to make something really weird out of lava.
Yes. So I kind of. I kind of was wondering what would happen if he would fail, because then you would be able to re-roll and push the chaosometer up. But now, because you've cooperated and you've succeeded because of it, you actually pushed it down back to 7. So
Like
chaos
just there with their
presence.
little like wisp of their shadow, like you can do it, you can do it.
Cool.
So as soon as he realizes that it's kind of worked, Dirt's gonna look down and say, "Hey, thank you, Triss. Hey, would you like to eat this one too? You like to eat weapons, so."
What? I don't.
Okay, that's it.
All right,
This is
Aklis.
very confused. Just like we'll take it and put it in their little tris pouch, but they don't understand what you're talking about.
All right. Who's keeping the bola?
I mean,
All right, Aklis, you had a question before.
Just theoretically, what's the opposite of assist?
Opposite of helping someone is hindering someone. Of course, you can do that and give them disadvantage.
Okay.
You just
Cool,
need to
thanks.
describe. You just need to describe how you do it. Just like helping, you just need to describe how you're actually interfering with somebody.
Triss.
Good
You
to
were-
know.
Out of curiosity, if we were to say sneak somewhere,
Yes.
but then a character didn't understand what sneaking was, would that be considered hindering even if they were trying to help?
If you started making noise when you shouldn't have, while other people are trying to sneak, yeah, it would probably cause an automatic failure, or at the very least, give disadvantage.
Okay.
Cool.
It depends on
it.
exactly what you did, of course. I mean, it all depends on what you actually do in order to help or interfere. Helping somebody sneak, however, that is a little bit more complicated. I don't know exactly how you would do that, but I guess you could. All right.
Carry them.
Dirt is working to the side, tying up the vines onto the rocks. Triss is sitting up on Dirt's shoulder, right? Saying you can do it and cheering him on. Grebel and Aklis, what do you do before you pack up and leave?
I have breakfast.
Cool. And Aklis?
I also have breakfast. I don't have plans or anything.
Sure. You can roll the dice to heal if you need to, or if not, it doesn't matter.
Just for awareness, I had birch leaves and darkberry bush vines. I'm going to remove them both from my inventory now,
Yeah.
since they're now bola sized.
Yep. Do that. All right. And after another maybe 20 minutes or so, you pack your things up, you get up, and you walk north through the thick forest back to the road, back to the path. It's again a very quick shift from the tangled forest that hasn't been tended for a while to the forest that's actually part of the area where the druids dare to go. That's not as dangerous. When you walk past the border, it becomes again much easier to walk. Marigold is again able to pull the cart behind her a lot more easily through between the trees. There's just flat ground you can just walk on. Sure, Grebel, yeah, you can put on the jumping boots. And yeah, Dirt,
While we're walking, can I converse?
sure, yeah. You'll have like a few hours of walking.
Grebel, what? Can we try something?
Sure.
Can you just make like a bubble, maybe like this big, and just float it kind of right in front of my face?
Sure, absolutely. Quite happy to. And I concentrate and float out a bubble. It's maybe this big.
Oh, that's huge.
But it's about the size of my face. Yeah, it's quite big.
Okay. Too big. Maybe the size of my fist.
Okay, I mean your fist is not.
Feast.
No, my fist.
There is no feast. We're in the
No,
middle
no.
of the forest.
My fist. Not the thing that you eat, the thing that you punch with. Bless
Your
you.
fist.
Yes, my fist.
Like,
What?
I mean, your fist is about the same size as my head, but okay.
It's not quite, body shaming.
I concentrate and I shrink the bubble down a little bit.
Okay.
Can I ride on the bubble?
That's what happens when you try to
Was
ride
that
on a
in
bubble.
character?
Did not go well, guys. Triss sort of jumped without actually waiting for an answer and just right into the dirt.
Right into the
So
dirt.
if Atlas is around and wanted to say pick Triss up, that would be helpful.
Sure.
Maybe do another one, Grevel. Thank you, Triss. I bet that was fun.
Surprisingly, no.
Okay.
You bubble.
Okay, so as it floats by my face, I want to try to lava vomit into it and see if I can make it turn into like a sphere, so it could hold it and harden and create like a heavy rock ball.
Huh. Could it, Grubble? Is this bubble hard or?
I don't think. Well, he hadn't told me what he was planning to do beforehand, so I just made a normal bubble. So I imagine it would just pop in this
Yeah.
situation.
So you
Okay,
just-
let's try again.
Right. Oh, so okay, we're trying to see.
What
Make
are
it
you
look-
trying to do?
I want to make a rock ball. I think the thing is, I'm thinking that maybe this is a thing that we can do if we don't have a weapon or something that we can, tag team the thing, and then you make the thing, and I do the thing, and then someone hits the thing, or something.
Dirt.
What?
Why couldn't you just, I don't know, put the lava in your hand and shape it into a ball?
Because it would take a little bit too long, probably, for it to cool down, for someone else to hold it.
But that's okay, because you would throw it, and then it would do the fiery damage, and it would do the hurting damage.
Look, we're just on a long walk, and I like to keep busy. Something of a tinkerer. Did you see I made my own bolas?
Yeah, I was there.
Yes, remember. Just, playing around. But it's a good idea, and of course I have that ability, but,
Say again about your old bolas.
that's okay. It was kind of my fault.
It was all kind of. We just need to work on our teamwork, I think, and
That's
this,
kind of what I'm thinking.
this whole thing is very like what we're doing now. It's surely going to help. The thing is, for a bubble to not pop when it gets hit with something as hot as lava, it's a big temperature change. So the bubble would need to be at like very, very hot temperatures in the first place. So I guess if we were standing in a volcano, I'd be able to do it, right?
Oh, okay, what if I make the lava first and then you put the bubble around the lava?
And cool it.
Why is the bubble needed around the lava?
To make it get cold and to make it keep the perfect round shape. Okay, never mind.
Clearly,
Dirt just
Dirt
drops
has
his head and
nothing
keeps
but
walking.
hot balls on mind, and we just have to get with the program.
He wants cold balls on mine.
I mean, are they though?
Okay.
But I do have a wind spell, so I can cool things down.
Wait, just to clarify, is Dirt trying to get blue balls? No.
No? But thanks for clarifying.
When you want cold balls, just checking. Checking. Cool.
Okay, so this is a sounds of conversation that anyone that maybe is close by would be able to hear.
Look, we got 2 new viewers since I started doing that.
Yeah, that works. That's gold. Keep doing that.
They're here.
And-
for
oh
some
no!
hot
One
and
left, 2
cold
left!
balls.
Oh God, Jesus. So, yeah, you walk a few hours. It's not a difficult walk. Again, Wilk chooses to ride on the cart behind Marigold. Those of you who want to walk can walk. It's not especially difficult because the trees are well spaced. There's lots of natural light, and everything is generally pretty nice and relaxing and seems safe.
seems safe.
Yeah.
Team, always an operative word.
Roll initiative. No. When you get to the place where you remember you left Molly, you see the road, the path ahead of you. It's the same point you told him that you'll meet him in the future, and you see the little device, the two wooden legs and the pole between them that ends with this little board that showed his face when he was talking to you from afar. This little wooden thing is just leaning on one of the trees, on the trunk of one of the trees, inert, not moving anywhere, not showing anything.
Oh no!
Dirt,
Go on.
Dirt's gonna sit down, and lean up against a tree, and take out his packet of memorials, and just go. He said to meet at the beginning. This is where it began. This is where I wait.
Triss is like keeping really like tight to Atlas's helmet, like to Atlas's neck. They want to see Trississthrom, but they're also terrified because they don't know what's happening, and they think that Trissisthrom's in trouble, and they don't know how to get in the box.
Grebel runs up to the box and is like, "Oh no! There's something wrong with the Molly box."
What? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Well, it's leaning over. It's not got the picture on it.
Hello?
I knock on the side of it.
So
And I knock on the front of it.
Grubble, you go ahead and roll intelligence, and that this time you do get advantage because it has to do with your studies. Good. A 12 passes, which means that you notice that whoever put this device here also took care to crack it a little bit. It was a magical device, and whoever handled it ruined it. It doesn't work now. It has like cracks on it, and some of the cover is like peeled away, and there's rough wood underneath it.
Hey, does this look kind of like the same stuff that we saw inside of the ship?
Like
You guys,
it was like scrying orbs but flat surfaces. Yeah.
that's kind of interesting. I've never seen something like this anywhere but in this particular forest in the past 2 days. Today and yesterday. What is that? 1 day. That's just a day. So just the past like 20 hours. It's the first time.
Yeah, me too.
Trississthrom!
Triss, roll wisdom, please.
Oh yes, because that's a skill. That's true. Oh wow. All right.
It's 12. It's not. It's the
Good.
highest wisdom anyone has.
Really? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. I'm failing.
It's not a very wise
What are you complaining about?
I'm wise, but not intelligent.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's how I am in real life.
Well done.
So you, Triss, you call Trississthrom, and the voice just dissipates and disappears. It doesn't echo around in the forest. Nothing reflects it. So it's just a yell and then quiet, which allows you to hear the sound in the branches of the tree above you. Something is looking down at you from above. And when you look up, you notice them before they get the jump on you and your friends. It's the Iron Devils. A few of the one that you met the day you met Triss. The one that came down the beanstalk and tried to get Triss back up to the fortress.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the spiky thing.
Yes, there's a
Well,
few
and
of
if
them there.
Triss sees them, goes, "No, go away!"
Dirt leaves.
Okay.
Come back, not you.
To be fair, I think Triss, as much as Triss can point, is pointing, like, is terrified.
Yeah, you definitely you can form like arms and appendages,
Yeah,
right? You
and
can
I'm like,
point up, of course.
Like, more
all
of
of
a
your
human
eyes, you
finger.
all look up. You all see these creatures. They tried to get the drop on you. They didn't manage to, but they still jump down. Above, between the branches, except for the 4 of them, because there's 4 of them, you also see some other shape. There's something that still stayed there. There's something that's just sitting on one of the branches. And you maybe later one of you can take another look and see what it is from closer, a closer point, vantage point. But right now you're surrounded by these 4 devils. They drop on the ground around you. They stand up. They are roughly humanoid shapes, but they're all bent forward, like they're part animalistic. And there's no faces or exact like human features. The limbs just end in spikes. They're covered in like iron and metal spikes, and their entire bodies are made of metallic plates. From the one that you fought before, you know that there's nothing inside it but magic that holds these plates together. They're just magical creatures, much like other kinds of summonings, maybe even like Triss, but a different kind of summoning. They get ready for a fight. So everyone,
I draw my weapon.
For a fight. Sure, yeah, you definitely can and should do that.
No, stop! They're my friends!
What are you talking to, us or them?
Well, if they're your friends, then they should fall with you. Hand this creature over. They point at Triss, and they walk in a tighter and tighter circle around you, closing down on you. So who is gonna act first? Dirt, what do you do?
Dirt says, Triss is not a creature, Triss is people! And I want to use intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yeah, to try and kind of like buy us a little extra time and maybe catch them off guard so that maybe it gives advantage to other people to attack.
Sure. Aklis, what do you do?
Attack.
You attack one of them, just approach one of them and attack with your mace, with your Morningstar? Yeah. Triss, how about you?
Triss is angry and scared, and Triss is going to form themselves Aklis is wearing armor. I recognize this. But Triss is going to form themselves into spikes, almost like a cloak that with spikes, to further protect Aklis, and that is going to be their movement. They are going to protect Aklis.
Around Aklis, you're creating like a cover of spikes. Nice, that's awesome. You want to describe to us what that looks like when you do that?
It's similar, I think, to how the bear owl, that's what Triss kind of figured out. So as they approach and they say, then they'll die with you. Triss's whole body just like almost erupts with these sharp, super sharp, like almost glassy points, and Triss basically just becomes a pair of eyes that meld across Aklis and Aklis's chest to just become this spike armor that goes all the way down Aklis's arms, all the way down Aklis's chest.
Nice. This is one use of your corporeality ability. Make sure you mark it. Grubble, what do you do?
Right, so I know from past experience that bubbles and spikes are not a good combination. I tried last time we fought these to trap one in a bubble, and it just sort of walked into the bubble and popped it.
Yeah.
So what Grebble's going to do is, first he's going to shout out to Wilk and go, Wilk, get Marigold somewhere safe. And then
priorities.
I'm going to try and use my boots of jumping to get up into the tree above me. And possibly even if that tree, I don't know if that's the same tree as the tree that... Well, it would be, because we're right underneath the thing. Yeah, so it's the same tree that there was something in the tree?
Yep,
That's
there is. Okay, you can definitely jump up to the tree.
I've never actually... I've put these boots of jumping on. I haven't actually tried them, so I don't know quite how hard to jump. So I'm just going to jump as hard as I can.
First to act is going to be Triss. Triss, you just flow on Aklis. Aklis, there's barely any weight you feel. You just feel like this chilly something flowing around you and settling on your armor. You've seen people with this kind of like cool spiky armor in the past. It always seemed unwieldy, but now with Triss forming the spikes, somehow it's very comfortable to walk around, and you feel like there's like an even extra layer of protection around you as you march forward and meet one of these creatures. There's going to be two of them that are closing in on you, Aklis. So you're going to be fighting two of these devils. Yeah, you march forward and attack. So how about you roll your strength?
I'll do that. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's 2 attacks.
That's
so
2 attacks. So roll your
damage.
damage twice.
Ah, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
Good. So it's 2 hits on one of them, 2 square hits, one glancing blow, another one at the center of its body. It jumps away a little bit. The other one is trying to hit you. Not only does it not get close enough to strike you, when it tries to, it stabs itself on one of Triss's spikes. And Triss, you can roll a d6 to damage the other devil. 4 points of damage, very nice. The spike, your body, the hard spike, seems like it's made of obsidian, shiny, a smooth, glassy rock. It pierces through the armor and into the creature's body. You touch it for a second. You feel it. You're touching the actual stuff that the devil is made of, and you realize for an instant, this creature is very similar to you. It is made, the core underneath all these metallic plates and spikes, the core of what it's made of is very much similar to what you are.
In some ways, I recognize it as a summoning similar to mine that's been, in some ways, polluted.
Yes, exactly. Well, modified in a way. Polluted, that might be your interpretation, but definitely...
Yes, as Triss, it's my interpretation.
Yeah. Next to act is going to be Grubble. You jump up, roll dexterity, because it is going to be your first attempt, and it's a kind of complicated jump.
No idea if I know how hard to jump.
Yeah. It's a good point, and even with the success that you just rolled, that means you're precariously standing on one of the branches, hanging on another one. When you jump,
okay.
When you
feet
jump
on
up,
one and arm on another.
Yeah, exactly. An arm on one on a branch, like a higher branch above you. You didn't get quite high enough to reach this bundle that I'm going to describe in a second.
Right.
When you jumped up, there was definitely a push. There's something was the boots were there was some kind of like a force wave or something that happened from the soles, and you just shot right up. Your legs are shaking a little bit, you're just barely hanging, but you do see that the thing on the branch is Molly, now in the flesh. The very creature, it's like a mole person, it's like a bipedal mole with 2 arms with sharp claws instead of hands. The mole face is very distinct, and he has a tool belt with lots of big pockets on his body. Otherwise, no clothes or no other tools or equipment that you can see on him at all. And he's tied up with metallic chains, little thin metallic chains that are just tied up all kinds of angles around him. And yeah, he can't move. He can hear what's going on, and he's straining, trying to look down, but he can't quite look at what's happening beneath the top of the tree. Dirt, you're up. You wanna intimidate, which is one of your spells, right?
Yeah, but now if I'm not gonna do it first, and if people have already attacked, I don't know if it has the same power.
Because it's disadvantage on their attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
It definitely might be if you succeed. Yeah, you wanna.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
So what I want to do to intimidate? First, do I tell you what I want to do, or first do I roll?
Let's roll and then describe what happens.
Okay.
But you want to start by powering it up with hit points. So do you want to roll your faith dice?
I'll use Magmami.
Magmami, sure.
Magma,
So remember,
take
this
the wheel.
is a power
No!
that comes
Magmami.
from. You only get 2, and it goes down
That's all
to a
I need.
d6. You feel your connection to Magmami weaken slightly. And remember, this means that even though it's an Omni spell, it is something that's powered by your rock body side, your rock body ancestry. How many hit points does the spell cost?
2.
2. So this is exactly what you have. Roll your wisdom. This is a failure. You can choose to roll the chaos die in order to try to succeed. You do. Excellent. Roll a d7. Chaos surges around you, and the chaos presence strengthens somewhat.
I forget how to do it, so I just wrote.
It's slash before the R.
Slash before the R?
Yeah.
A 1!
A 1. Okay.
What's it gonna be?
A 1 is, again, I'm not going to show you the table. I'm just going to tell you what a 1 is.
You can show the audience.
It's called Second Wind. You fail, you don't get to succeed, but you regain 1 hit die worth of hit points. I don't know if you're even wounded.
Nope. Can it be magic hit points?
Unfortunately, not in this case. It might come up from other results in the table, but not in this case. It's just actual healing if you need it. So that means, unfortunately, you don't get any actual benefit from this roll, and the Chaosometer is back up to 8. And this was your turn. 2 of these devils were uncontested. Nobody engaged them in a fight, and this means that Dirt. You are in their crosshairs because Aklis is already fighting some of them. Grubble is gone, and you're the only one left. Roll dexterity to avoid their attacks.
Dirt's super dexterous.
He is super dexterous.
He is. Look at you go, man.
His inside is molten liquid. I mean...
3 is enough. Yeah, you while you're casting your spell, even though you don't succeed, you manage to weave a little bit around and just duck like a boxer and just evade their attacks. You're not gonna stay this lucky for long, and they have strong metallic, spiky arms. So I mean, at some point they're gonna hit you. It's pretty clear. Yeah, new round. Grubble, you're up in the tree. How about you describe your actions first?
Right, I'm gonna get my bubble wand as a reagent to get some magic, and I'm gonna try and aim at one of the ones that's attacking Dirt with a blasty breeze and try and fling it backwards into a tree. So it's quite a specific target and it's quite a specific aim, so I would say it's more difficult than my normal blasty breeze.
Yeah, I mean, it's a check anyway, so let's just make it a check because you're using it creatively. I don't want to penalize it. So, yeah, you go ahead and get your hit points and roll your intelligence.
Okay, so I got 6 magic points, and I got a success.
Excellent.
I'm blasty breezing one of them backwards towards the tree.
So it doesn't cause any damage, but it does cause the creature to stick on the tree, on another tree. Right, so the spikes cause the creature to be pinned to the tree, and it starts wriggling, trying to get free. Right now, it's going to take a little while, at least a round to do that, maybe even more. And yeah, that was quite a successful turn. How many hit points did you spend on this spell?
Well, the standard use is 3.
3. Okay, so 3 out of the 6, you have 3 more. Excellent. Let's ask the other characters about their actions. Aklis and Triss, what do you do? Let's start with Aklis.
Hit again.
All right, and Triss?
Triss is going to be helping Aklis, so staying as the armor, staying as the protective spikes, not moving. Maybe the only thing that they're doing is making a growling noise similar to what they learned from the bear owl, just attempting to scare them off. So you're just hearing a
Excellent. Excellent. That's adorable, but also quite scary because you're made of spikes right now. So, that means that not only you keep protecting Aklis, you get advantage on your roll, and the Chaosometer goes down back to 7. Before you roll, Dirt, what is your action?
Okay, so here's the thing. Is that last roll, since it should have healed me, but I didn't need it, it kind of just acted like a jolt of adrenaline. And rather than reacting positively, Dirt's bad temper is kind of triggered. And so, as a result, using chaos, I'm going to charge up a tremor. And if it's possible, I'd like to kind of overcharge it past the point of safety.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
It sounds like chaos to me, which is definitely something you can do.
Cool. So, am I doing that now? Should I roll my chaos?
Which spell are you?
I have tremor. It costs 4 HP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the tremor.
And I want to and I want to power it with chaos.
Power it with chaos. Sure, you can definitely do that. So 4 hit points, which you don't have right now from your reagents, right? So you're gonna have to pay your own hit points. Aklis, roll your attack with advantage. Dirt, roll your wisdom to cast the spell.
I can't power it with chaos? Itamar?
Oh, you want to power it with chaos to begin with?
Yes,
of course you can, yes. So that means instead of rolling, you just roll on the Chaos Surge table. So you...
Oh, I don't... Oh.
No. You can't use... you need... Each fight you need to choose... Oh, actually, you know what? No, it's different. You know what? Yeah, I will let you power it with Chaos.
Cool, because I just did.
Yeah, it's true. So you get the... It costs 3 or 4?
4.
4. Cool. You got enough. Now roll your wisdom.
Oh no! 2 19s?
Chaos Surge? Question mark?
Of course.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll the d7
100%.
again. Chaosometer goes up to 8.
It's just bouncing
Was
up
it?
and
Was it?
down.
Trying to help.
It just got down.
4.
Haven't
4.
heard
Ooh,
4 yet.
4.
It's a new one.
This is a result titled Lame. Lame means your action fails and you embarrass yourself. This is what happens. You you shook the ground.
Can I just stand there going like this?
Yes, please.
You do this motion and the ground underneath shakes. When you're done, you find yourself buried up to the knees in soft, dry sand that got loose.
Get a
from
hold
the
of
ground.
yourself.
So yeah, you're just stuck there, and one of the devil like closes in on you. Aklis, roll your damage.
Right. Damage. That's fudge. And
5. Okay. Right. So you're directing all of these on the same one, right? The same devil.
Yeah, I guess until it.
It's starting to get bent. The spikes are breaking off. The plates are dented, and some of them are broken. But they just don't stop. They have a single-minded purpose, and that purpose is definitely Triss. And now that you are Triss's protectors, just taking you down along with Triss. So that was this round for you guys. Again, one of the devils is gonna try to hit you, Aklis. They don't manage to, but Triss roll a d6 for damage, and Dirt roll dexterity to avoid the devil that's still free to attack. Another 4 is cool.
Bam.
Yeah, you made it again. You made it
Buried
again.
to my knees in the sand.
Yeah, exactly. With sheer luck, it's just passing above where your head was, and just a second ago. It's something that definitely would have taken some pieces off of your face, like chipped some granite pieces, but it's not even touching you. So yeah, that was this round. Next round. Let's this time start with.
If you slowed this tantrum down in slow motion, it's like the Matrix style, like dodging and weaving.
Yeah.
Love it. So just flowy.
Bullet
Can
time.
I ask what Wilk and Marigold have been doing?
Wilk is stumbling over the wagon to the what do you call the driver's seat? The
saddle.
No, the saddle is on the horse.
Coach.
Yeah, right.
The coach, I guess. Yeah.
The
The
coach.
driver's seat of the coach.
Yeah. So she's there. She
Cockpit.
she's trying to she pats Marigold's back, and she says to her, "Go, Marigold, go! Take me to safety." Marigold is gonna start moving.
He's gonna steal our horse.
He's definitely stealing a horse.
This is
She's
unacceptable.
untrustworthy.
This is what she's been up to this whole
She's
time.
It's just a
I'm a
long
follower.
con to get a horse and a wagon.
I want to request. I think Marigold has enough agency at this point. Has had enough conversations, one-sided though they might be, with Triss, that Marigold might not leave.
Oh yeah, Marigold should roll a wisdom saving.
Marigold is the shit.
Marigold is on your side, definitely. Let's see what happens with that in a second. Right now, you're too concentrated on the fight. Aklis, what do you do?
Hit again. I don't know.
Triss, how about it?
Triss. I don't know if this is even something I could do, but I think Triss is angry and scared, and there's the possibility that the obsidian spikes, especially now that they've been bloodied, could almost be loosened in such a way that Triss could like push them out of themselves to say act as weapons, like small daggers that like little small spikes that would attack. Does that make sense? Like, and then you would do little spikes.
Interesting. I think that's that kind of sounds like maybe a new ability, even something that maybe later you'll be able to control and do a little bit better. Maybe create like stuff out of your body with.
To be fair, this
shape.
seems to be a trend with what's happened with the bear owls and now just this. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But I think it's definitely not something Triss has ever thought they could do. It happens more because after the last attack on Aklis and seeing them going after Dirt, Triss is just like extremely freaked out.
So as a rule, when you do use abilities or spells or stuff that you don't have yet, that is it's a chaotic act. It's going to be a roll on the chaos table.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I just
Another
roll
one,
a
another
D7
one.
or a D8?
Sure.
Eight.
So you can do that. So some of the spikes, what Aklis sees from their point of view is some of the spikes fly out, or just like, do you actually shoot them, or do you try to stab forward somehow?
I would say that they like shoot forward. So I think there's only going to be, well, I don't know what 3 means. I was going to say either 1, 2, or 3, but one is aimed at the one that Aklis is fighting, and one is aimed at the one in the tree. Like those are.
Cool.
There isn't. Oh, the one trapped, stuck on a tree. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, no problem. So you can shoot 2 of them. Roll a d8.
did.
Actually, sorry, don't roll yet because we're not rolling. Aklis, you're attacking. Dirt, what do you do?
But Triss
okay.
is staying as Aklis's armor, so it's only 2 of the many spikes. There.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm buried to my knees, and I've tried using my magic from my mom. I've tried using the magic that I study with the chaos. Neither of it's just working.
Yep.
I am, like, without thinking, just out of frustration, and you can veto this if you want. It doesn't have to be an attack, but I want to see what it does, like, as a player. Dirt's just gonna, out of anger, grab his halo, right? Like this, and just chuck it, Frisbee style.
Yes!
Directly at the devil that's glued to the tree with the bubble.
We just talked about this. This is amazing, and now look at it. It's happening already in front of our very eyes. Sure, I think you could do
I don't
that.
know if it will heal them. I don't know if it will damage
Oh yeah,
them.
that's true.
Well,
It
and
wasn't-
don't forget, if they're similar to Triss, which to be fair, you wouldn't know, but Triss knows.
This
Triss
one is
had a
not
weird
damaged
reaction
yet.
to your halo, if you remember correctly.
And also, this one isn't injured, so it wouldn't. If it would heal, it wouldn't actually heal anything.
Right. Cool. Let's roll for it in a second. Grubble, what is your action?
I'm doing much the same as before on the other one that was fighting Dirt. I'm going to try and throw that one into another tree
Yeah, sure.
with my other 3 spell points.
All right, cool. So let's roll Aklis. You roll strength for an attack. Dirt, roll dexterity to throw your improvised chakram. Grubble,
Jeez.
intelligence roll, and Triss, you roll a d8 on the Chaos Surge table.
I did. I rolled a 3.
A 3.
We haven't had that yet.
Yeah, 3 is called Strain. You can succeed at the cost of 1d6 hit points.
Done.
Sure, roll a d6 and take that as damage.
1 hit point.
All right, you pay 1 hit
Yes!
point and you succeed. Succeeding means you get an attack, and because you're using your ability for this is an attack with advantage. So roll dexterity with advantage now.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it's roll a d6 twice for damage.
That's for the first one, and that's wow, valid. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do the third time. Apologies.
2 and 1. Okay, so 2 damage and 1 damage is definitely more than the one that you took, so that's fine. And Aklis, you
failed.
missed.
But
Grubble.
the two goes into the one directly into Aklis, and the one goes into the one in the bubble.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. That's that's fair. Dirt, you throw. No, let's go with Dirt in a second. Aklis, do you want to roll
I
chaos
failed my roll.
in order to roll on the chaos surge table?
No.
No. All right.
Aklis is what's the opposite of chaotic?
Orderly.
Yeah, but I
Orderly
mean,
character.
Yeah.
Aklis is intrinsically a death.
Dischaos.
So wouldn't attempting like to make something out of nothing be orderly and towards death? And so unlike us running on chaos, she's running, or rather they are running towards order.
Definitely, but rolling to see if you manage to get a success out of failure is a chaotic act. So
So then what
this
would
is,
be an orderly act?
an orderly act would be to cooperate, like you did before, like you did. You got the chaosometer down by 1 because you gave Aklis advantage. So now the chaosometer is up to 9 because of Triss's newfound ability, and the fact that you used it. Grubble, you succeeded, so
I
exactly
did.
the same thing happens. You disable
Yes.
the other devil. It flies right next to the previous one. They're now stuck on the same tree, trying to get out. The other one is going to be free just in the next round. It's not going to take a lot more time to get free from its temporary prison. And now, Dirt, you made your dexterity roll, right?
I did not roll because I don't think this is dexterity. I think this is strength because this is not like I'm not finessing anything. This is pure just like frustration and rage. Just like grab it without thinking and just boom.
I'll accept it. Throw it.
Nice.
Definitely.
Mother.
Aw.
But didn't Triss help me by making me think about that idea and kind of give me
Earlier this day.
through that?
Good try. Nice try. But to give someone advantage in a fight, you need to give up your action, and that's not what they did. So you throw your halo super hard right on the ground between where you are and the devils that are stuck on the tree with their spikes. So just on a piece of flat ground with just some grass on it. And it explodes. It breaks apart, and what flows out is a cloud. And already just starting to form this cloud, you can see lightning, and you can smell the smell of a coming storm, the ozone
That's
smell
not a good
in
smell.
the air. All of you, when the clouds start spreading and the lightning crackles inside it. Dirt, you're going to be washed by this cloud very soon, and just a couple of seconds afterward, Aklis Triss is going to get to you. This was this round. There's a quickly growing storm cloud right there in the on the battleground with you. A new round. Yeah, I guess none of them are free to attack anyone. You've engaged all of them. So
Wait, isn't there? I thought we still have the one that's been fighting with Aklis.
the one
I
that
it, but
there's 2 of them fighting with Aklis. Aklis, you missed actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I missed that you missed. So yeah, actually, they do get a chance to hit you. Let's see.
This is so unfair.
What
But
kind of damage?
Triss gives advantage, like in terms of
Well,
being their armor, correct?
armor, right?
Taking
So
the brunt of it.
So
reduce
first of
them.
all, there's the actual armor Aklis is wearing. So roll your armor die to see how many hit points you
My
can.
armor. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So that's 8 points
yeah.
of damage you're gonna be able to absorb this fight with your armor.
Okay.
And the amount of damage they do, however, it is quite a lot.
Uh-oh.
Where is it?
That's what
I'm
I'm
glad
saying.
I'm in the tree.
Triss is gonna take the brunt of it before Aklis takes it.
Triss, what you do is you reflect damage back on them. So wherever they attack, they take damage back. You don't provide more
Nice.
armor. more protection, you hit them
I'm
back.
okay with that. I feel like it's sort of karma. It's karma.
Okay, so let's start with one attack. That's 6 damage to you, Atlas. That's 2 slashes with claws, with spikes. That's a total of 9 damage, of which your armor absorbs 8. And then the
So
other
I get
one...
1 damage, right?
Sorry?
So I just get 1 point of damage?
Yeah, you take a total of 1. And then the other one attacks you twice again. That's another 9 more points. So you take another 9. That's a total of 10 points of damage this round. The spikes hit you. They tear through the armor. They hit the
9 more
sensitive
points of damage.
the
Cool,
sensitive
cool,
points
cool.
between the armor plates. Your elbow, your clavicle, next to your shoulder and your neck, and the connection, like the plate, the breastplate, the place where it connects with the how do you call it, the part that covers your ass, basically the connection between these
Butt
two
flap.
plates. One of them
butt
gets a
flap.
spike into your hip in this gap. So yeah, there's a little bit of blood. You feel the
But
warm.
are 18 points reflected back on them?
No, you do 2d6, 1d6 per each of them back. So you can roll.
And 4.
A 6 and a 4. That means that one of them, the one that you've been attacking, Atlas, actually breaks apart when he attacks you. It hits you, and its arm basically tears off and stays hanging on the spikes, and then just falls on the ground. And then chaos stuff spills out. It's smoky black stuff, exactly what the thing you can see swirling inside of Triss's body. It's flowing out, and the creature falls down. The devil falls down as like an empty suit of armor, with in a black pool, a black smoky pool of chaos, quickly dissipating into the air. So yeah, that one goes away. The other one is quite damaged, but still up on its feet. So this is now the end of the round for real. You've been attacked, you took quite a bit of damage, but you're still all standing. New round. Grubble, you have a vantage point from up above on all this is happening. You see all of it quite clearly. What do you do?
Right. Well, depending on how sturdy the branch is that I'm standing on, I'm going to use the boots of jumping again to try and get high enough to get to Molly. But
Right.
if the branch is a little bit flimsy, I'm just going to try and climb my way up to Molly.
No, you can definitely try to jump. Again, you're not super proficient with these boots yet. Roll dexterity again.
Goodness. Success!
Sure.
Well done.
You got it. You're right next to Molly. You're standing on the same branch.
want
You're
to
not sure how
try and-
long this branch is going to be able to support the weight of both of you, but right now you're standing.
I want to try and untangle the metal chains.
Sure, that's your round. No problem. You could just untangle Molly. Next round, you're both going to be free to move. Aklis and Triss, what do you do?
Well, Triss is quite like, in some ways, Triss was terrified by the spikes, but also terrified with feeling like the spikes were leaving Aklis undefended. So Triss is going to basically almost come tighter to Aklis to give them even more support.
Cool. So you want to use your corporeality again to
No,
now grant
Triss
some...
is staying where they are. They're supporting Aklis. They're giving advantage to Aklis.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Great. Aklis, your action.
Hit again.
Hit again. You're going to get advantage, which
That's
is cool.
pretty much, that's my one thing. I hit.
Yeah, and you do it very well.
I
all
try.
right. Dirt, what's going to be your action?
Where is Aklis currently?
They're on the other side of the tree, like so. There's like it's quite a large tree, so the trunk is wide. You're on one side of it. They're on the other side, about 4 meters away, not too far at all.
Okay. And Grebble's up,
That's right.
Yeah.
and Triss is
On.
on.
Aklis.
I think Dirt is just... He's just done. You see his eyes roll back in his head. He starts to shake. And we're talking lava wave. Calculating that Aklis being behind the tree gives a bit of like a split like a rapid in a river, kind of, so
I
that
sure hope you're right.
Right,
let me
man.
describe the battleground a little bit more to you.
Yeah, right.
Specifically where the enemies are, because Atlas and Triss are now fighting one devil, and the two other ones are on the other side of the cloud. You can't even see them now. So a lava wave is gonna hit two of your friends and one enemy. That's all it's gonna be if you do it right now in the direction of where they're fighting.
But you could fire it in the direction of the cloud.
You could.
Yes, then that is what I'll do.
In the direction of the cloud, hoping it'll hit the two devils behind it.
Yes.
Sure.
You
So,
idiot.
Atlas, roll attack with advantage first.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool, that's a hit. Two hits, please.
Yeah. So that's a 1. Why is the first one always a 1?
Seriously, no, man.
And another 1.
Nice.
Please.
That's why I made up for it.
That's better.
That's cool, and that is enough. Please describe how you destroy this creature.
I'll fucking smash its face in with my Morning Star and just, I guess they don't have blood, right? So whatever they have instead of blood just spews everywhere.
Yeah, it's tendrils of smoke like blood. It's just like it shoots in streams, black streams, but instead of splattering like blood, it just into the air and then starts just like rising like smoke and disappearing.
I roar.
Yeah, and it falls down again, completely empty and dead, disenchanted. That is a pure chaos energy released into the world. I think with two of them dead, I'm gonna raise the chaosometer even one more into 10 because.
Well, no, but you need to lower it back down to 9 because
Oh right, you
gave a
helped.
helping action.
Atlas. That's true. That's true. So yeah, you've cooperated. You took the chaosometer down by 1, but then a lot of chaos creatures dying does cause that. Dirt. You do your lava wave. How many hit points does it cost? Remind me.
6.
6. Pay 6 hit points. I don't know if you have any left, but you can do that.
I don't have any taken yet. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one.
From
the
Magmami specifically. Is anyone any
had-
hit points left from Magmami before?
No, I got 2 and I used 2.
So it's going to be actually 6 of your actual hit points and roll your
Yep.
wisdom.
Hang on, let me make these 6. 6. Great. Wisdom. Come on, please.
Yeah.
Finally.
That is a success. How much damage does it do?
3d6.
Roll 3d6.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Holy mackerel.
Sorry, one moment. I'm lost on it. Go ahead.
Don't get too excited. It could be a total of 3.
That's true.
9 damage.
Not far
Cool.
off.
9 damage means there's a wave of lava spewing. Is it out of your mouth? Yeah. Cool. And it's just like in an arc through the air. Through the cloud. It enters the cloud. And it disappears in it. You're not even sure what happens until about 2 seconds after you hear the splatter and the yells of 2 devils being burned where they're stuck still on the tree. But then right after that, the cloud washes over you and you fall down because your ankles are still stuck in the ground. You fall down on your back. With like your knees like just bent backwards and you fall down and the cloud covers you and you're out. You don't exactly lose consciousness. We'll be back to you in a second, but you're out of the fight for now. Atlas and Triss. Atlas, you breathe. You've just finished dispatching the one left alive. You turn back and you see only a cloud with crackling lightning where Dirt and the other devils were standing up till a second ago. What do you do?
What do I have?
The cloud is still
Run
expanding.
into it.
Triss protects Atlas as much as possible.
Do you do what?
Into it.
You guys.
What do you do exactly?
They're running into it.
Into
Atlas
it.
is running
I'm
into
the
it,
only
and
one
Triss,
left on.
and Triss is helping.
I
and
mean, what
staying
can I
on.
do?
No, I'm not complaining.
All right.
Also, I'm not a smart character.
I'm looking forward to this.
No problem. Running into a lightning storm in a metallic armor. That's perfect. Can't wait. Grebel. Molly.
Obsidian.
points.
At the moment, Triss Obsidian, maybe it makes you less lightning-ish.
Molly. Likely. Yeah. Maybe it's at Anti-conductor. How do you say the opposite of conducting? Isolating. No.
Distracting.
Yeah. Whatever.
Producting.
Yeah. Oh, we're so good at physics.
Grubble.
Proventing.
You finish throwing the last dark metallic chain. It falls down from the branch down to the ground. Molly stands up, quite agile, even though it's on a thin branch, and he looks at you and he says, "Thank you. I am a druid." What do you do?
We know, help! And I see this lightning storm spreading, and I want to wind spell it away as hard as I can to see if I can make the cloud go in a direction that's away from my friends.
All right. Okay. So it's quite big. Do you have a breeze that's large enough? A wave?
Well, I have a spell that's called All Direction Blasty Breeze.
Ooh.
That's 5 hit points.
Does it emanate from you, or can you make it start
It emanates from me.
from you?
Yep.
So you might need to jump down for it to happen. Kind of sounds like it, because you're quite far away now.
Yeah, I'm quite far away.
You're like
it's
8
true.
meters up in the air.
Okay.
For
Well,
this, I think, Grubble, you need to pull open your waistcoat and just go "Ah!" like that to just send it 360.
That makes
yeah.
a lot of sense.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to jump, and as I'm about to hit the floor, cast the spell, so that it's also firing down, so that I don't damage myself from falling.
Superhero landing.
Do the jumpy boots help you land safely?
Yeah.
Or they can, like,
No
shoot-
idea.
I mean, it's 8 meters. They better help. So you roll.
It's gonna shoot you up
dexterity-
16.
Roll dexterity to begin with to see how well you land.
Dexterity, was that? You cut out a bit.
Yeah, dexterity.
Oh my goodness! Critical success.
Critical success.
Noise.
Aklis, you run into the cloud. There's a crackling lightning, and it seeks you. You're wearing metallic armor.
Yeah.
Lightning starts hitting you. You feel it first as just like punches, like something hits you, like it's like physical, like people are slapping or punching. Something is like hitting your armor, like somebody's throwing rocks at it. But at some point you start feeling the sting of lightning, of electricity hitting your body. You run into the cloud. You are reminded of some of the lessons you learned when you were young, when you were just learning to be a Death Knight.
I guess I was sleeping in that lesson.
You were. It's one of the lessons you weren't sleeping in, because it's one of the lessons where you've actually been told a lot of what it actually means to be a Death Knight. A Death Knight is somebody who, when worst comes to worst, they put their own lives on the line to protect those whose time has not come yet. This is what you do. This is one of the things Death Knights do when the chips are down, and you realize as you're running forward, this is what you're doing. In a fight, you're not supposed to get advantage from your trait, but this is so connected to being a Death Knight, and also you get help from Triss. So let's start with rolling advantage. With advantage, rolling Constitution to see how well you endure the lightning.
Nice.
Doing pretty
Very
well.
good. This is excellent. You run in. You feel the pain course through your body, and you start seeing a dark shape on the ground materialize in the mist before you. Dirt is gone. It's completely gone. And is nowhere to be found. Forget it. No shape.
That was
Dirt
the
is
case.
gone.
You would dissipate into the
Dirt is
cloud.
away. Trent, you there?
Just
Trent,
a minute.
come back to us.
Sorry,
Come back
my
to us.
daughter needed me.
Dirt. You're washed with a milky white cloud all around you. There's blue flashes in it, and in this windy, wet, noisy atmosphere with blinding lights all around you, you hear a voice. The voice says, "Son."
I automatically assume they're not talking to me.
Son.
I've never met my dad, so I don't know. What? Who are you talking to? Sorry, you must have the wrong number.
You have used my power to hurt instead of heal.
No, I didn't. I just dropped it on the ground. It didn't actually hurt anything.
Do not lie to me.
I'm not lying. Did you not see?
I know what it was you were trying to do. I am with you always.
You know wrong then. I mean, you think you know me? I've never even met you.
Come meet me then.
Make me.
The birthplace of your little smoky friend. Ask them how to get there. Come meet
My
me.
little whatty friend?
And then
Pokey?
Smoky.
Smoky.
something happens next to you. Somebody's standing there. Grubble, you land a perfect superhero landing next to Dirt.
Well, no, the intention was as I come down that the blast stops me from.
Oh, the blast is what's
the
stopping
blast
you.
is all directions, so the downward bit stops me from hitting the floor hard.
So let's start from rolling.
You're storming.
Paying hit points and rolling
Yeah, I'm
intelligence.
storming. That's exactly it.
Pay hit points and roll intelligence.
Yeah, so it's 5 hit points of actual hit points, and woof, just a success.
Just made it. You fall down. You stop in the middle of the air, feeling like a motherfucking weather god, as you are just suspended for about a second and a half, just floating up about 1.5 meters off the ground, and there's a blast of air. While you're just exactly above where a seemingly unconscious Dirt is lying down on the ground. Aklis, you're suddenly in open air, you're running forward, and Grebel is blasting the cloud away. The cloud completely just is driven like meters away in all directions. You're in a clear ground, and Dirt is on the ground beneath you, unconscious. What do
No,
you do?
Daddy, no!
Dirt is unconscious. What do you do, Aklis?
Any enemies nearby?
Nope.
Oh no, I don't know what to do then. I'm gonna try and check to see if. Well, I want to check to see if he's alive.
Check to see if he's alive is a long process, especially with a rock body.
What? But I'm good at life, death stuff.
All right, roll wisdom with advantage.
Okay. Yes.
He's alive. Yes, he's alive and he's well, but he's unconscious. You need to get him to safety. Grubble lands on the ground next to you. What do you do, Aklis?
I grabbed Dirt. And I start dragging him away from the fight.
Roll strength with advantage because Triss is still
Okay.
helping you and you're still Death Knight.
Yes.
You do not drag Dirt, if I may add. If I may embellish the description a little bit, you lift Dirt up with your 2 hands. He's immensely heavy, but the extra will power that you have, the determination of knowing that you're saving the life of somebody who just made a mistake, who doesn't deserve to die this day. Plus Triss, which is still in your plates of armor, still strengthening your constitution. You just lift the huge rock creature, about as big as you are, maybe even larger. But you just have him, and you run out of the cloud. Grubble, it's all you can do just to follow Aklis out before the cloud closes in again. You find the thinnest part, the place where you can already see the outside of the cloud, and you run through it. You can see Marigold and the wagon slowly lurching through, not exactly running towards the path, but quickly advancing towards the path. When Wilk sees you running out of the cloud, she stops and she says, "Quick, bring him here!" Motioning to the cart for you to put dirt in there. Do you do that, or do you run to the path? What do you do?
Well, I'm looking out for Molly to find out if Molly has made it out of the tree. Because I'm thinking a forest druid might be helpful in healing a giant rock body.
All right, Molly's running down on the trunk of the tree, like using his claws to climb down really quickly. When he gets to where he needs to bypass the cloud, he just leaps away and lands on the ground next to you. And then he says, "We need to get away. I am a druid. Let's go back to the path."
We do need to get away. Get on the cart.
All right, Aklis, your action.
I I put Dirt on the cart, and I put Grebel on the cart, and I put Molly on the cart, and
You
I
turned all about.
slap Marigold's ass.
All right, Wilk yelps
Are you on the
as Marigold just lunges forward and starts running, and only stops when she gets to the path, and slows down and stops there. You look back, you see the storm cloud already starting to die down, already starting to disappear between the trees. There's nothing left of Dirt's halo. It's completely gone. Dirt, your healing powers are not going to be available from now on, at least for the time being. But Molly does reach Dirt and puts his claws on Dirt's body, and is able to wake you up with some healing magic. He basically repairs you more than heals you, because you're made of rock, but druids are good at working with earth. So when you slowly wake up, you hear him whispering something to you in earth. Basically, actually, kind of like a lullaby. A very soothing song in earth that you can understand while you're waking up.
So I wake up before I open my eyes, and I listen to the song, and then I'm just gonna pretend I'm still sleeping because I want to hear if they say nice things about me.
They're telling you to grow strong, to stay steady and still.
I meant the other questers. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah. So
Like
that's what the
that
song.
Idiot.
That's what the song says, anyway. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, everyone.
Is the healing working? Is he all right? Molly, I know you're a druid. You don't have to tell me again. Just tell me if Dirt's okay.
He is alive. He will wake up soon. I have used my druidic powers. I am a druid.
Thank you. We're well aware. Is there somewhere safe we can go and perhaps meet Trississthrom as you've promised?
This entire forest is supposed to be safe. I do not know of any particularly safe places except for my own underground tunnel, which you will not fit in. Trississthrom, however, is right here with me.
What?
He
Where?
opens.
And almost like a pop, Triss comes off of Aklis and just is smoke, but it's almost slightly smaller than they were before, almost like they're missing just a little bit of them, like nothing noticeable, just slightly smaller than normal.
A little bit of mass is missing, yeah.
Yeah. Trississthrom!
He opens one of the large canvas pockets on his tool belts, and Trississthrom flows out and forms into a shape much like yours, almost completely identical to Triss.
Rebel stops fretting over Dirt and turns to look at this new thing.
As soon as Dirt
I've been
realizes no
distracted.
one's fretting over him, he'll just stand up.
Oh, Dirt, you're up. Good.
They reach out and they meet your pointy appendage with them, with their own. It's soft. It's the softest feeling. Imagine two balloons filled with wispy smoke just touching each other and just pressing against each other for a second before they come apart again and
Fontanelle on Fontanelle.
And when we do, you might hear us just whispering to one another in Endemic. And so what you hear is the sound. Like Endemic is you can't quite can't if you've never spoken Endemic, it's hard to hear it. It's like the sound of wind or the crash of a wave, or it's the sound of everything. And what it is the sound, just the faintest hint of a hummingbird saying good morning, and it's them saying hello.
So in Endemic, Trississthrom tells you, I am Trississthrom. It is 2048.
I'm 2046.
I am the last one.
The last.
Yes.
But they never. The last.
They stopped summoning us.
Is everyone okay?
There was a terrible mess. Everyone was running around, saying something went terribly wrong.
I mean,
We don't understand this. This is all an endemic, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
well, it can't have been me because I was just leaving. I was just finding something new.
I don't know. There was talk of something that should have happened but can't happen. A big thing, and the endemic were very, very angry, and they were yelling at us and telling us to go there, go here, and go there, and go back. But they never told us to actually do anything. So a bunch of us left.
You left, but no one wanted to leave with me.
Well, I don't know. I guess we changed our mind.
So there's more?
There's a few of us. There's Trississthrom and Trississthrom.
Trississthrom and Trississthrom?
Yes.
I didn't think I'd ever see them again.
I don't know where they went. We all just went our own ways. I've been having lots of fun finding out things about druids. Did you know that he's a druid?
They said, but it looked like he had you captive. But these are my friends. This is Atlas, they're a Death Knight, and this is Dirt. They're a half rock body, half angel, and this is Gribble, and they're a bubble mancer, and we're agents of chaos. And that is not an endemic. That's in common.
Wow.
When he hears that, Dirt rolls his eyes back in his head and starts trembling again, just for fun.
And Trississthrom flows back, not exactly into the pocket, but onto Molly's shoulder to perch there, just the same that how you are with Atlas or Dirt sometimes.
But for whatever reason, Triss stays in front of the party. And Triss, I don't know, Triss is confused because they feel like they should trust Trississthrom.
Mm-hmm.
But they've just watched so much harm almost come to Atlas and Dirt and Grubble, and they feel like they need to protect them. So Triss is gonna sort of stay on the ground and watch out.
Molly's going to be the next one to speak, and he says, did you, by any chance, manage to reach the crash site?
Oh, yeah, we
yes,
did
we
actually.
Tell me, what did you find there?
We found something very hot, and we made it much less hot. Seems to be making the forest a bit more orderly now.
We also found the man from the future, but he left, so don't worry.
He had no genitals.
If he left, then I guess he will not cause any trouble. Did you find Hugh, Sir Hugh the Giant?
We found Sir Hugh the Giant. You didn't tell us about him.
I believe I mentioned somebody who went in to try to explore the place.
Oh, well, he attacked us.
He did. Oh, this is terrible news.
Yeah, it is terrible news, especially because after that he died.
Oh, okay. We will go there and retrieve the body. He was a loyal knight to the Queen. However, if he attacked you, something must have happened to him in there.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think that's probably what happened.
I have a question. Are you a knight, or what is your deal? What are you?
I am a druid.
Ah, okay.
I tend to the forest and the trees. Druids are priests of nature. We have abilities to communicate and control and manipulate living things around us, elements of nature and weather.
Dirt. What happened to to your halo. Molly, you didn't heal him properly. He doesn't have his halo on anymore.
Oh, I am sorry, but the halo is not made of rock or earth, which means I might not be able to repair it.
It's okay, I didn't really use it very much anyway. Just for, like a flashlight. Do you have a flashlight or like a stick that glows or something that I could use?
I have a lantern.
Not you, the magic man. What were you again?
A druid. I am a druid. Druids tend to plants and animals. We are the caretakers of nature. Specifically, I and a few of my friends are responsible for the Terra Forest. I am a druid. We are druids.
Cool.
Would you like a light source?
Yes.
He gives you a piece of wood which is hollowed out, and inside it there's an organic matter which he harvested from a kind of bioluminescent beetle. When you can just smear it on anything you want, it'll glow for a little while.
Nice.
I'm adding hollow beetle glowwood to my gear.
Sure. It's like a kind of like a paste.
Does it have like charges? Like, does it run out, or is it?
Yeah, give it a d6 risk die.
Cool.
Yeah, I had the same question about my boots of jumping.
No, they're not going to be a risk die. They're an actual, well, not a magic item, but.
So I'm always rolling dexterity to see if they work.
We'll have to see, because at some point you might be proficient enough to use them just to use it to get to places. If it's simple enough jumps, you might be just able to do it as your move instead of running or jumping or doing other stuff.
Cool.
If it's a especially acrobatic jump, you might need to roll something.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Molly says. This was a very dangerous occurrence, but you seem to have saved my life and this creature's as well. They were after the little summoning, which, as it happens, for some reason they knew it was here. Now that I am free, I will be able to protect it. I am a druid.
You couldn't protect it the first time.
Yes, now I will be ready for them, hopefully. I will also call for reinforcements. However, if you would like to remain here and protect the forest with me and Trississthrom, you are welcome to do so.
But Trississthrom, don't you want to come? Be with me. Be with us. Be with me. You can be agent of chaos.
Oh, can I come with you?
Oh, well, perhaps we should discuss this privately.
It depends. Maybe it's better if you stay with somebody who's like a druid. Do you know anyone who is a druid?
I am a druid. I can take care of Trississthrom perfectly well.
Coincidence.
I don't have any problem with Trississthrom coming along.
Wouldn't it?
I kind of want to learn a little bit more about being a druid.
Oh, okay. Is there a way that you two can stay in touch? Write letters or something? Share your experiences.
Well, I kind of meant that I want to stay and learn about being a druid from Molly.
Yeah, I know. You stay here and learn about being a druid, but you can stay in touch with us, with Triss.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. If you can use that thing, and it points. Molly follows the gesture and says, "Oh, the telecommunication device. If you can repair it, maybe you can use it to speak to me when I am in my abode." Telecommunications device. The way I spoke to you the first time we met, when I wasn't physically there.
Oh, the thing that was like a tablet, like a pad that had your eyes on it, like the eyes pad.
Exactly.
How do we fix an eyes pad?
I am not sure, because you will need to find resources that I don't have here. I am not proficient in maintaining and repairing magical items. I am a druid.
But what if Trississthrom needs us?
Well, why don't we take the broken eyes pad with us on the cart? Because how big is it exactly?
It's about as tall as you are, and
Okay.
the board is about as big as your head. But it's of course it's a flat board, so it's not very heavy at all.
So we can stick it on the cart, and we can maybe travel with it, see if we can find someone who can fix it.
All right. So
Molly, did you know anything about that storm? What caused that? I just suddenly I was getting you out of the chains, and I turned around. There was a great big storm on the floor. Do you know what caused it?
My bad.
Dirt, what happened? Why was there a sudden lightning storm?
I threw my halo out of frustration at the ground and then it exploded. And then my father was like, don't do that. And I was like, you're not my real dad. And then he was like, come follow me into the place where Trississthrom was born. And I was like, get out of here.
No, Dirt.
Sorry, your father?
It doesn't matter anyway. Okay, let's go.
Wait, so you met your dad?
Dirt's gone. He started walking.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Triss, Dirt shouldn't do that. Dirt shouldn't do that.
What shouldn't he do, Triss?
You shouldn't go there.
Oh,
Where?
There.
I'm confused.
up to the place that you're from.
You shouldn't do it.
Shouldn't go up to where you're from. Okay. Didn't he say his dad was an angel?
Yes, he did say that.
He didn't say what kind of angel.
But right, wasn't that lightning storm kind of hurtful? So he's kind of a lightning angel. Oh!
Dirt whistles and the horse comes.
Oh!
The horse is named Marigold.
Yes, well.
she has a name. And the wagon lurches again, and Wilk goes "Ugh!" again, all surprised. And Molly says, I will bid you goodbye for now. And he just jumps away, like from the wagon, back down on the ground. And he waves and says, I am a druid, goodbye.
Goodbye, Molly.
Take care of Trississthrom. A bit better this time.
Goodbye, Trississthrom, goodbye.
And Triss makes a goodbye noise, which sounds like a howl, just like a little small howl. That.
They respond in kind with the same kind of forlorn noise.
And you hear in Earth, if anyone, of course the Druid speaks Earth, you hear it kind of like, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter. My whole life.
A couple of the rocks are like grumble, grumble, grumble.
You're not my real dad.
You're not my real Druid.
You don't know anything about.
On your way east, out of the Tseroff forest, and on to where you were told the Trississthrom family often meet. That is where you turn on the path, which cuts right through the forest. Triss, anything else?
I was going to say, did we not succeed in not only one, but two quests?
You got one goal. You got one goal, which
We had
is
two goals. We
the
were going to do
mission.
the thing for Molly, and we were going to find Trississthrom.
We said originally that meeting Trississthrom is going to be the reward for the quest.
Oh.
It's not its own goal.
Do we level up or not?
No,
So
you
when
get.
when
It's
meet
the third goal.
Trississthrom, that's another goal, and we're almost there.
You need one more. Just one more.
That's true. Seeing the Trississthrom is a goal.
It is a goal.
And
Yes.
then I can wield Transformer.
Yes.
All right.
I've been waiting.
We know.
Excellent. So,
Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my
thank you very much. This was a very eventful episode. Lots of things happened. A long fight. Lots of abilities. The chaosometer went up and down, which makes me quite happy. I like seeing the way that it works for now. It's a new mechanic in this game, and I think it works okay up till now. I think I like it enough. We will see you here next week as usual. Let's do a couple of more plugs. Matt's show, Adequate Company, is going to happen tomorrow night, as every Tuesday. Episode 2 out of 4. Going to be a total of 4, right?
That's right. Yep.
So episode 2 out of 4 tomorrow. If you haven't seen it yet, watch episode 1 on YouTube. and still here on Twitch. Actually, you can still access the previous video before to get ready for tomorrow. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to watch it, and then tomorrow I'm going to watch it hopefully live. Jada's also going to be there, and a bunch of other awesome, hilarious actors and improvisers. And this Saturday night... Oh, sorry, Jada, you tell us about the Fireside Chat first.
Wednesday, for those of you that follow us on Facebook, and if you don't follow us on Facebook, go follow us on Facebook, Figment RP. I will be interviewing the mystical, the magical, the deathly, the awe-inspiring Talia.
Yeah.
So, tune in.
Yeah, tune in.
Oh, I need a robe.
Oh, you get a robe with me?
I wanted to get like a sexy robe, but
Oh, so then I will have to up my robe game and wear a different robe.
You have more than one robe.
You have to
Of course I have
make
more
sure
than one robe. I'm
make
not
sure
an
you
animal.
open up robe 20.
Well done. Thank you very much. And on Saturday night, I'm going to be here again, same hour, 8:30 Israel and Finland, 7:30 Central European Time, to play games with Twitch. Tune in to play a game with me, a role-playing or a storytelling game, whatever I choose. I haven't chosen yet, but I'm going to choose something and we're going to play it together. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. Be there or be square. We're Questions of Yalpelor. We're going to be here next week, same time, same place. And until then, play hard, stay safe, have lots of fun.
wear a mask.
And wear a mask.
Stay hard, play safe.
Don't
Bye,
go on a
everyone.
canal.
Good night, everyone. Good night.